All right, Tyler Johnson here, owner of StillWater Financial Advisors, and today I want to talk about a topic which is really words I use to replace the traditional sense of retirement, and instead I end up calling that financial independence. And I define that as the place in life where you no longer need to produce additional income to meet your identified lifetime goals. And so I replace retirement because just because you are at that place doesn't mean you have to stop working or producing income. And so being financially independent is just a better terminology that's more all encompassing. So when it comes to reaching this number of like, what is my number? When am I financially independent? I always tell people you can't hit a target that you can't see or identify. Many people make the mistake of deploying both an investment and saving strategy without doing the necessary work on the front end to define their goals and what is needed to reach those goals. That ends up with many people either over or under saving and having misaligned investment risk along the way. With so many unknowns in the world, how does someone actually come up with this target number that will allow them to truly be financially independent? Now, I'm sure you could get a lot of mathematics majors, so mathematicians and data scientists, to give you a very complex and savvy process. I am not that person, but you can get a reasonable idea with just simple calculations. Here's what you need. One, you need an idea of what level of monthly expenses you want to live on in retirement, accounting for all possible costs. And that's in today's dollars. You don't need to worry about inflating them. Two, a rough estimate of the taxes that you will have to add on to your total expenses that you need for living. Three, an inventory of other expected sources of income that are not from any investments. So are you going to expect to have Social Security, pensions, rental income, stuff like that? Four, a rough assumption of how long you expect to live, either using current life expectancy data or just taking into account your own personal health situation. Five, a rough idea of when you hope to stop producing stable and consistent income from employment and what that scale down process is likely to look like. Six, a basic estimate for market returns and inflation, which someone like myself can provide. That's not something you have to come up with necessarily. And seven, an idea of what your total investments or net worth is now. And lastly, number 8, an estimate of what you think you can save each year from now to your goal date. Now, that sounds like a lot, but if you actually get into it, it's not all that hard to just do some back of the paper number crunching and put some numbers and assumptions together. So from there, it's a simple time value of money calculation to determine what you will need at your desired future date to fund your income gap, which is your expenses that you expect minus your other income, and then a separate calculation to see whether your current assets and savings are going to get you there. Now, the market doesn't move in a perfect linear fashion each year, so there will need to be some updates to your analysis every year or two just for strategic adjustments. However, getting you an idea can be achieved in this simple 2-formula Excel process. For an even more realistic idea of progress that has been stress tested, you would want to have some version of a Monte Carlo analysis done, which is best performed with the software and oversight through a financial advisor or a financial company that you do business with. I run those types of calculations through financial planning software and can really get more granular under the hood for my clients and prospects. Regardless of which method you choose to pursue, take the time to know where your accumulation target lies and what it's going to take to get there. This will likely improve both your current and future quality of life with removed stress and making sure you don't miss out on present opportunities while you're currently overfunding your goal, because really money loses utility as more time passes. And so we want to be planful for the future, but I've seen so many clients oversave for a goal when they could have been putting that money to work sooner. If you need a partner in running these numbers or better understanding your next steps on this journey, this is one of the things I do and enjoy for my clients, and I would be happy to have a conversation to determine if we are the right fit for one another in this process. You can engage with me at my website, which is StillWaterFA.com, or by calling me directly at 704-248-5553. All my contact information is going to be in the slide or the page to follow. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for an easy way to stay informed with helpful financial tips and insights. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.